Come on. You know who it is and you know what it is. It's the dynamic duo that you know, love and appreciate. It's your boy T.
It's your boy F.
And we here another week, another episode. Agenda Over Facts Season 2.
What episode?
Episode 21. I
No,
always
we're
check
not,
before.
bro. Are we?
Yeah, I always check before just so I don't look like an idiot when I say
Bro,
what
I thought
episode.
we were on like 26. I look like an idiot.
This nincompoop. But yeah, man. Bro, I feel like I say this too much, but we had a bit of a hiatus, man.
Yeah, we were on holiday, innit? That agenda of facts money finally came in.
Yeah,
The
man.
YouTube
We got that sponsorship money, man.
I put that 87 pence to good use.
Ad. Hashtag ad. Hashtag ad.
I'll be right, I'm saying this from now. As soon as we get approached by ads, I'm saying, bro, it's going to be 40 minutes of ads, 20 minutes of pod. You know what I'm saying?
Just put bare ads in the pod.
Ads, bro.
I'm trying to make it Billy, fam.
Bro, and I won't even put it in good places. It'll be in the middle of a sentence. I'll be like, bro, you know that one? Da-na-na-na-na. Have you seen this new Colgate? Like, bro, that's gonna be a bit stupid.
But yeah, man, yeah. Obviously, we were away for a bit, so we couldn't really record unless we bring the studio to Morocco, but that's not happening.
And we'll even forget a studio. We even said we was gonna record little visuals.
Bro, we said we were gonna do a vlog, bro. Shall I show them the sticker I even bought, fam?
Go on. It's actually a pretty cool sticker, can't lie.
Fam,
We should have even just used it for us though.
man even brought this vlogging stick to be like, hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel.
Extend it.
Extends, selfie thing, everything. Hard, fam.
Yeah, but I can't.
Ring light and everything, so you look like you're glistening in the darkness, fam.
Us man should have used that just anyway for us, man, just to take photos and that, selfies and that. We should have done it.
I should have thought of that.
It's because you know what we did. We attached the connotation of work to it. We attached the connotation of if we take it out, we have to do AOF. We didn't have to.
Nah, but bro, low key though, yeah.
Does it retract? Oh, that's the photo thing.
Yeah, but deep it. See when you're just sometimes you know when you're in the moment on a holiday, bro. Like
You're just in the middle of the session.
You know how there's some moments that they're just so organic. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, them. Wait a second, let me get the camera out and record it. So we were just like, after when we got there after the first day, we were just like,
What's the make of this?
bro, nah, no sponsorship.
That's how I'm starting ads.
Right. Until that check lands.
God. No, you were saying as in you're not gonna be that friend like in the middle of a moment. But bro, people do that anyway. You can be in a moment. Someone's always gonna be like, let me take photos.
Nah, but there's a difference between like, cause a vlog's a video, innit? So I'm not gonna be like, everyone stop. Let me get my phone out, record, and then go.
If anything though, with the vlog, you're able to do it in transition because it's a video. So like, let's say us man are chilling, you just start recording, be like, and then let it carry on.
Yeah, I know, but bro, it was. Like, I just wanted to enjoy the moment. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I just wanted to enjoy the moment.
I think. Oh, no, Morocco was live, man. Morocco was live.
But yeah, it's just literally recording like free. Damn. Wake up! Perform! Perform! The people need you!
You know it is, since I've come back, it's just when you have such a long extended period of just baking off, I've not been able to click back into the hustle and bustle of London. Yeah. I've been hanging, like hanging in a sense, but not alcoholically, more so just energetically hanging. You get what I'm saying? I'm just like just coasting, like I'm still in sort of in holiday mode. But Monday's gonna sober man up real quick tomorrow.
Nah, I think it's gonna have to. I think it's because we landed midweek, so you didn't have that weekend break. Yeah, well, you had a day break for work, innit? But like you've come back midweek. You haven't come back Friday, and you've had Saturday and Sunday to recuperate, innit?
You know what's mad?
Go on.
So we went on September the 1st, innit?
Yeah.
My master started September, innit? You know, I didn't check it. I didn't check it. I thought, let it go when I'm bro. Because the thing, I don't know if you did the same. When I was away, I was away.
Yeah, same.
I forgot I existed.
I forgot I had a job in the UK.
I forgot there were responsibilities. I forgot all the minuscule things that were going on. I forgot, bro. I completely plugged out. And when I came back, I was like, it's time to pick up the pieces. But yeah.
I did that as well. Literally uninstalled my emails, like personal and work email, uninstalled Microsoft Teams,
no one's
uninstalled LinkedIn, uninstalled anything that has an ounce of responsibility tied to my name. Even that parking fine I just said I'll deal with that when I get back.
But when you got back, it was like, we're done.
Yeah, they're sending demands.
You're lying. That's it.
But yeah, then I came back, I was just like, back to it. Like, do you know what? When the moment was when I was like, back to it. It was when
You didn't even have a day off though. You went straight.
Yeah, I went straight
crazy
back into work,
to me,
bro.
bro. I would have been useless.
Bro, I only have so much annual leave, bro. I've just been using it up, fam.
So then go on. So you said when did it? You said when it hit you.
It hit me when we were in the cab back to the airport.
No, it was a quiet cabinet.
I remember I turned around, everyone was sleeping. I think you were still awake, but everyone else was sleeping.
Active.
And I just thought, fuck, man.
It's done.
I just
done.
thought, fuck.
It's done.
I'm back. I was even thinking in my head, okay, I have to do this when I get back. I have to do this. I was just like,
Yeah,
the rat race.
Nah. You know, I think
gosh.
we're not gonna bore you with all the details in it. We'll just sort of like it's more gist, like general gist stuff. but for me, I definitely feel just having that time away, it did a lot from my perspective.
Go on,
the things that I choose to prioritize, because I'm not someone, I don't really take holidays. I don't really have a lot of rest in it. So doing it in this way, when I was just away from everything, like, because I feel like a lot of people, even when you're here and you take a break, because you're still connected, you're still here
within the UK.
Yeah, like you can still have the thoughts about I need to do this, I need to do that, which is essentially draining you. So you're not even having that relaxation.
Yeah,
I think being away like that, it just made me think, God, this is what I want more of. I want most of my life. I want more holidays. And when I say more holidays, as in I want to spend more time enjoying myself in my life. Because, bro, we weren't made to work. We weren't made to from day zero to day whenever you die to just hustle and bustle non-stop. I feel like there needs to be some sort of, because even my mum, I said to her, it's nice, man, like I just want to do more of that. She's like, yeah, but you have to,
you need money to do that.
No, she was like, you have to have work, man, that's what you come back to. I said, I don't know how I feel about that, man.
Yeah, I don't like that perspective.
But I think that's just the older generation, hustle and bustle, grind. I'm saying,
yeah.
But I don't know. It's made me like, it motivated me to be like, you know what? I just want to make more, like, I want to do better in the span of my life, that I can just bake off more. And when I can bake off, because I feel like when you bake off, that's when you're actually left alone with you. Because most of the time is, I need to do this, I need to file this, I need to finish this, I need to do that. There's all of these things on top of you that are things that you have to do that aren't necessarily you.
Yeah.
And when you just take that time to be like, I'm leaving it here for a while, whatever then comes to the surface is what? It's what's been waiting to come up. Yeah. Because I know a lot of man, probably, certain men have been working 40 hours every week, busy on the week, this and that. They probably still haven't processed certain things because they just been busy. Busy. And you go away. I wouldn't be surprised if a certain man, I'm not saying I did this, but I wouldn't be surprised if a certain man goes on holiday. They start crying. They're like, why am I crying? Because they finally...
Utopia! Like, euphoria!
Because you're just out there with your friends, you're laughing, you're smiling, and like, you know, it felt like we're back at uni because we're just together.
Yeah. That's what it felt like. It felt like we're back at uni, just carefree. It felt hella carefree.
I wish there was a way that my niggas we could all have apartments on the same block. That would be life.
Donnie's trying to live it. Donnie's trying to live the uni lifestyle. No, in his 30s, bro. Go start a family, man.
You know what's mad though?
Go start a family, bro.
I saw this thing. Yeah, this is a while back. I might have to. I can't even get my phone to Google it.
You can get it up on the laptop if you want.
Basically, there was this philosopher, yeah, and he said, and he did it. He practiced it as well. He was like, one of the ways to be happy,
go on that one.
Unless you have a family, is to live with your friends.
Oh yeah.
And he was.
But isn't that just the aspect of you need companionship and in whatever form, whether that's family, whether that's friends?
Because he literally bought a massive ranch and put all his friends there, and they had a great time. Like philosopher that said.
But I feel as if everyone would want to do that, but not everyone has the resources to do that. Do you get what I mean?
Friends or money?
Oh, I need to connect to the internet. More resources, as in money, bro. If you had unlimited money,
it's not that expensive. If anything, it's probably cheaper to
buy your own island and have all your friends live there.
I didn't say island. I'm talking just like, even like if you just buy a crib, not even buy a crib, but rent one together would be way cheaper. Like deep it, you could probably, if you got 6 of your friends together, you're paying less rent than if you were just 2 of you or just 1 of you.
I hear that, but then, alright, cool. But let me throw a curveball at you. Don't you think a part of the greatness of like when we went on holiday or going on holiday with your friends is that you're not always with them? So because you're now with them for this longer period than you usually are, it's heightened because you don't usually see them a lot.
I can't, but at the same time though, why are niggas gas when they win the lottery? Because their normal life, they don't see money in it and then they see a lot of it.
Yeah.
But then wouldn't they rather have money all the time? Do you get what I'm saying?
Now they would definitely rather have money all the time, but I feel as if you were to have like a graph of happiness, yeah, and then when they win the lottery, you'd be at your highest. But then when you've had the money for like, I don't know, like after like 1, 2, 5 years, I think it would come down. You'd still be high, but it would come down a bit and then it would just plateau.
I agree, but I'm saying, is this him?
I think so. He advocated in
And now I've seen other things.
Epicurus.
Is it? Oh, there's so many of them. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna find it before the end. It's not. I know it's not Aristotle. But anyway,
Yeah, go on.
like the lottery, the plateauing, the friend stuff. I just don't actually know. T, you're wrong. T, I just clocked. I got a banging point. Do you think humans are meant to live the way we live, in secluded little blocks by ourselves and stuff, or are we meant to live in tribes, communities? That's how we're meant to live.
Yeah, but you can,
that's why depression is at all-time high.
Well, yeah, but bro, you can still have
glass houses.
No,
glass
but bro,
towers.
you can still have a community and have your own space, bro.
But I'm saying, apparently, the way we're meant to live is together. Like, as in, even in the city, like huts next to each other and stuff. That's the happiest. That's the happiest organization.
Yeah, but you still need your own space, bro.
Yeah, you have your own heart. But I'm saying, if you
you have your own heart or heart.
Heart.
Bro, you need your own space, bro. Just that.
Yeah, you have your own heart. That's what I'm saying.
Think about it like this. Like when we lived with each other, we weren't with each other 24/7, even though we lived in the same house. There were times where there were long periods throughout the day where you just had your me time because you wanted to be by yourself. No,
wait. Happiest people in the world, yeah.
It's not going to be the richest.
That's what I'm saying.
I said happiest tribes in the world. You've already narrowed it down because you're saying tribes.
No, because
those are going to be indigenous.
Only because if you say happiest people in the world, it just assumes you mean countries and people that are living in like modernized areas.
Yeah, but if you say tribes, that's going to assume people that live in rural areas. That's only because that's fitting to your agenda.
That's only because I've seen this before, so I wanted to get that same article up. Look at it, read that. What does that say?
The Hansa tribe, also known as the Barosho people, are the healthiest and happiest people on this planet. They reside in the highlands of the Himalayas and are famous for their life expectancy and their anti-aging. That doesn't say anything about.
No, but okay, if you go into it, it'll say the same things. Like they live in that tribe sense where they're all living together. There's a feeling of community. There's a feeling of brotherhood. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yes, you can have your own space because obviously the families have their own yards, but you're never a stone's throw away from people that you love. And I think that's how humans are meant to live, not the way we're living now in council blocks and apartments that are 20
in council blocks.
Not like high rises that are 30 floors up and you're so secluded. Like no, but that's not how. And we're like with all these screens, we're meant to just be living with each other.
This guy had an epiphany.
In Morocco,
the epiphany?
man.
I know when it was.
When I sit down.
It's when you're sitting on the grass, bro. You're like, bro, is this grass? Don't you was sitting on grass like this? You're sitting on grass like this.
Cross-legged, yeah.
Cross-legged like this.
Socks off.
Man, them were like, hey, and he was like, hey, man, them.
Is this grass?
Is this grass?
No, I said, is this real?
Yeah, he said, is this real? I said, nah, it's AstroTurf.
And then, because I thought, is it fake? And then one of our friends made the good point. He's like, bro, you've been seeing people gardening. What do you think they got? I was like, that's a good point. but bear in mind, at this point, I'd been touched by the all-inclusiveness of the hotel. With all-inclusive drinks and food. But yeah, no, I just feel like.
So what are you gonna change about your life now?
I think we've been cheated, bro. I think we've been deceived.
So what are you gonna do about it?
Spend more time with my friends, but more than that, start to consciously build a life for myself where I'm a bit like a nomad, where I can go wherever I want. I don't need to be stuck in one place. And at the same time, it's like, because deeper, like I'm not gonna sit here and convince man to be like, hey, let's all travel the world together, which would be nice. But as in, it's more the fact that I think we've been duped, bamboozled, hoodwinked by whoever stands to profit from it. The fact that, bro, how have we normalized working 9 to 5 every day as humans? How has that become normalized? That you only have 2 days for yourself? No, bro, that's the rat race. So I think what happened was,
you're having the holiday blues, bro.
No, it's not the blues.
Bro, no, I hear what you're saying.
See your condition. You're too much.
Government they've ingrained it. That chip is not coming out, bro.
You're too much of a rat. That's it. You're just the perfect rat. Whereas me, it's like I went to Morocco. Like imagine, okay, the way I see it is we're all rats in it because we come from here. Yeah. So we all flown out, and then I'm just out here. Those times, I was percent by myself, just chilling this and that. And then I started to look at the stars. The stars.
This guy was getting bricked
the
up,
stars
bro.
You could see, yeah.
He was bricked from stars, bro.
But it's another thing. It's the fact that, because obviously, like light pollution, yeah?
Yeah.
Obviously, the levels here compared to somewhere where it isn't as built up are vastly different.
When you say light pollution, do you just mean like normal pollution that's in the sky?
No, light pollution is like just lights, street lights, lights from buildings. That's light pollution.
Yeah.
So because of that, it creates a hue, so you can't see stars on the lower level. Whereas over there, over there, you could see stars as high as a 2-story building. You can see full constellations. You can't see that in London. I was in Richmond Park yesterday, which is, if you've been there, it's just a massive greenery, like huge. There's like deers and that. I looked up, you can barely see it. In Morocco, I was seeing that made me buy into the whole constellations, that when they're like drawing stuff. It was, anyway, but that's my point. We've been cheated. So I think I was there as the rat I am. Just after I've had my all-inclusive drinks, I'm chilling, the Moroccan air's hitting me. I'm with my friends, we're all laughing, giggling, in jest. I turn around, I look up, I play with my whiskers and I think...
That's whiskers.
I think, am I a rat or am I much more than that? Do you know what I'm saying? I start to think, maybe I'm not a rat. Maybe I went to school as a kid and they said, you're a rat, 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 till I believed it. So I could run in the little gerbil hamster things. But I don't think it is. I think it's something that we have to clock. Once we eventually make money, that's when I have that realization. We're like, we were living life wrong, but there's a price we had to pay because where we started on the ladder.
But then I also think I just think it's like what we've been told from a young age. It's like similar to the American dream, innit? Like how the American dream is like you start from nothing, like you work your way to the top, you work hard, you find like a wife or a partner, you have children, you buy a house, and like once you have all of that, you've got like a yard,
the white picket fence story.
Yeah, like once you have all of that, that's
the American
like,
dream.
You've made it.
The American
dream.
When
really, like that might be someone's dream for person A, but that's not someone's dream for person B. Do you get what I mean? But they're saying that that's the dream for person A and B.
But I feel like, okay, calm. So that dream that you're talking about, yeah, yes, you can show it to one person and they love it, another person they won't. But I highly doubt bring anyone, and you put them in a compound where they're living with their friends, they're seeing each other on the regs. Show me depression go down. If it goes up, bro, I don't know. I'll do something that I wouldn't expect because I don't believe it could happen.
Nah, I'm with you.
Because deep it, like the world we're living in now, I think being away, this perspective, it makes you deep it. We're not, the way we're living in London, it's not how we're meant to live. It's not good for us. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we're products. We're just products.
Nah, but bro, don't get me wrong, I hear you, but I feel as if everyone knows this. Everyone knows this.
But it's one thing to know it, it's a different thing to understand it.
No, I think everyone knows it, and I think everyone understands it. But you need to remember, like, if everyone had their own way, they would be living like that. But some people just don't have the means or the resources to live like that, bro.
You know what's so mad?
So it's like they have to settle.
You know
they
what's
have
so
to
mad,
settle, bro.
You know what's so
they
mad?
have to settle. They don't want to, but the position that they're forced into settling, bro. Because that's what they've got.
The man are enslaved mentally.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Hear this, yeah?
Nah.
Hear this.
I'm not taking this one in.
I'm not taking this one in. Before we started this pod, even though it was a different discussion, we were talking about self-doubt, yeah?
Yeah.
So what this rap conditioning is contingent on is creating self-doubt that you can't be anything but a rat. So even when they get a bit of money, their first thing is to do rat-like stuff. It's not to have the non-condition to be like, well, I could take my money and I could go over here, I could do this.
But they can't.
One sec.
Bro, they can't.
And this is the rat.
No! I'm just real, bro. I'm real.
But they can't. They can't.
I would love to live,
but they can't.
Because they can't.
You might as well just.
They can't, bro.
You might as well just squeaked because you're a rat. That's that rat conditioning, bro. That's that rat race conditioning. But they can't.
But bro, they can't. If I had my dream life, I'd be living the way you're describing it. But
I disagree.
I don't have the means for it.
You say that, bro. But I know a few people. We know one mutually. They just left.
What do you mean?
They just left the country, went somewhere else, and they're enjoying it a lot more. They're off the grid.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, they went to another country.
Someone did that, yeah.
And it's obviously much cheaper because people forget, yeah, if you like, the cost of living in other places is a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're stuck here because we think, there are so many things we need and this and that. But you really could just move out if you wanted to.
But then if you leave country, aren't you just doing the rat race in another country?
Disagree.
Bro, you are. You're doing a rat race.
It depends where you go.
No, you're just doing the rat race.
I'm not saying go to New York. I'm not saying go to...
No, you're just doing the rat race in a different country. But the weather's nicer.
See,
there's other stuff to do. But at the same...
You can take the rat out of the city.
No.
You can take... No, you can change the city of the rat. You can't take the rat out of him, bro. Like, he's saying, wherever I go, I'm going to work 9 to 5.
But, bro, wherever you go...
No, but I'm saying
wherever you go, you're going to have to grind, bro.
No, but it's a different... But my point is, okay, I feel work is part of any normal civilization.
Yeah.
Even them tribes I'm talking about, them man work.
Yes,
them
of course.
They get their
They're
sticks.
knocking down trees and that,
They're knocking down trees.
Killing goats
they're killing...
and that.
They're working.
Yeah.
But my point is, that type of work, I think, is more what... Like, we would get a good day's work. We'll feel good at the end. Whereas the work we're doing now, it's all to do with long-term pressure, long-term deadlines. We're not built for that. But ask me this. Do you really think humans were built for long-term stress, long-term goals?
No, no one is.
We were built to just exist, hunt things, live for the next day. Live for the next day.
You're doing a lot right now.
Live for the next day.
You're doing a lot.
You don't shave, you have sex. That's what man they were doing in them caveman times.
That's
now
disgusting, bro.
Now I have to put on a suit. Now I need to think about the quarterly deadlines in 3 years. How am I gonna? You're having all these stresses. You can't sleep at night. You can't sleep at night. Do you think cavemen are having trouble sleeping? No,
bro.
Insomnia wasn't real.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. The grass is always greener on the other side. Like, think about like...
But is the grass real?
I'm telling you now, yeah. Hey, do we still have laughs soon?
I don't think
do we still have laughs? That'll do. But bro, I'm thinking about like this shit. I think the grass is always greener on the other side, bro. Because humans want what but what they don't have. Though. So I have a few... Nah. What I'm trying to say is there's a difference between going on holiday to Morocco, then living and working in Morocco. There's a difference between working and living in London, then coming on holiday to London. If you came on holiday to London, I guarantee you'd be like, this is one of the best places to live because you've come on holiday to London.
I agree.
Same as how we've gone to Morocco. We've gone on holiday to Morocco. I'll give you an example. Say for example, when I went to Dubai, yeah. I'm not even saying like that. You're a dickhead. When I went to Dubai, yeah, I was going to different attractions, like tourist attractions. I was going into the city every day, going to hotspots.
You're spending all your cheese, innit?
Something like that. But then when I was like taking out my niece, yeah, who lives in Dubai, yeah, she was like, I haven't been here because she lives in the country. I'm not saying that living in Dubai is shit. It's probably amazing. But what I'm saying is, like, if you're going to another country, you're going to another country to enjoy the holiday. So you're going to do the best parts of that country.
But we didn't do that, though. A lot of the time, we just baked off in a hotel.
No, bro, come on, bro.
And those are the bits that
No, bro, we went to the market. We went
for 10 minutes.
But we
spent an hour buying organelle from one guy.
But what I'm saying, you're still doing the highlights that are in that country. If you're living in that country, you're working in that country.
But that's you assuming.
You are not doing the highlights of that country.
That's you assuming.
You're living and coexisting. You're doing the grind, but just in another environment, bro.
But that's you assuming. When we did all those things like quad bike and whatever, that's you assuming those are the bits that made me deep it. Those weren't the bits that made me deep it.
No, I'm just talking about the general person.
Okay, do you know? Okay, I think I need to give more of my picture for it to make sense in it. I think and you know me, I've always said I want to eventually get my levels up in what I'm doing now and then do it abroad, like work from home, just anywhere else. And then that just reinforced it for me. I was like, because imagine you're on a UK job, but you're just in somewhere else, Morocco or something.
Yeah.
I even said it makes no sense, you know, because deep it, calm. Let's say you're on, what's like a good salary in London?
Well, the average is like 30.
But what's that? Okay.
So
what's good?
Well, as in like you can live in that.
Yeah.
I think I think I've read something like you need like
45 or 50 or
like
something.
Around 50k per person to like be living calm.
Cool. So let's say you've got a 50k work from home job, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Now you go to one of them countries. How quick do you think you're saving money?
Yeah, you'll save more money.
Because everything is dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And the hotel we were at, it was what? How much for 5 days? 4 bills? Like 4 bills, 450.
So
what? So like, you could basically for a month if you wanted to.
You're not gonna live at a hotel, bro. You're not gonna live at a hotel, bro.
If I was making 70k work from home, I would live at a hotel.
Bro, do you know how much take home is when if you earn 70k?
Yeah.
You're not taking home a lot. You're not taking home as much as you think. By the way,
you're
not taking home a lot.
You're not deep in the all-inclusive food. The things that I don't have to buy. It's mad.
You'll get sick of that food, bro.
Nah, bro. It was very, very.
Bro, nah, it won't. You'll get sick
You should
of that
see
food,
what I
bro.
eat when I have to cook. I'm never getting rid of it. I'm never.
Bro, you'll get sick of that.
We were
food.
having octopus.
When's the
last time you had octopus, my bro? When is the last time you had octopus?
Niggas are eating shit that you usually eat.
Yeah. So
I was seeing stuff. I said, what's that?
That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't get old. It's real shit.
Nah, you'll get sick of it, bro. You'll get sick of it.
In short, yeah, I feel like we're going down a tangent. In short, it changed my perspective. Where it made me think I definitely do want to do what I thought before, which is work from home from another country, and that could be one of them. Something like that, where I'm just in a nice place. I don't have to be around you can be doing the work of the hustle and bustle, but not in and around the hustle and bustle.
Yeah, no. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just disagreeing with your point of if you move to a different country, you're moving away from the hustle and bustle. There's hustle and bustle in every country, bro.
But to a different dynamic, to a different level, bro. Because, bro, the hustle and bustle in London is not the same as the hustle and bustle in Norway. Let's not play that game.
But there is still hustle and bustle.
Yes, but
you were saying as if there's no hustle and bustle in that country.
I'm saying that's why I use the tribe as an example. There's a healthy amount of hustle and bustle. But I feel, it's just personal opinion.
Yeah.
I feel there's a point where the hustle and bustle now is purely for economic growth and not for having a better society, if that makes sense. And then you feel it. Everyone just feels like parts and cogs and rats. And you have man them here screaming at other man saying, you're wrong, you can't leave because they want to stay as a rat.
I'm not saying you're wrong. You can't leave. I just think you're.
I'm being extreme. Yes.
Yeah, I think you're being a bit extreme and a bit like you're thinking it's all roses and rainbows. No,
but you're gonna have to work anyway. Real, but it's just the fact that put it this way, yeah. I feel the less industrialized a place is, the healthier it is for your soul. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For example, when we were out there, do you remember when I backed off my socks? When I was standing in the grass.
Oh, yeah.
Man, were looking at me weird.
Yeah.
And I said, what did I say?
I said, you wanted to get in tune with like the nature or something like that.
Is the crack finished? Let me have some more. I was like, this is grounding. Yeah, where it's like, and this is supposed to be what you're meant to do. And if you deep it, bro.
I'm taking off my shoes, better.
Man said grounding. He's like, bro, are you gonna get the same effects in this podcast studio on the second floor?
You'll just soak up carbon monoxide, bro.
But it was just that I remember it was something I'd always like read about. You're meant to do it, this and that, and I'd never done it here. But when I was in Morocco, I was just in the grass. I knew it was being well kept. I thought, let me back off my socks. Plus, I was extremely waved. I've taken off the socks. And I just went, oh, this feels so nice.
That's because you're waved, bro.
Nah, but grounding feels nice in general.
That was because you're waved, bro.
You have a garden, innit?
Yeah.
When's the last time you did that?
Walked across
barefoot,
only to like go to my shed.
But my shed, tired the bodies. Nah.
Whoa.
Now, what's it? Okay, do it when you go home today.
I'm not doing that. I don't need
Bro,
to do that.
No, but I'm saying, do it. One sec. People listening, if you have a garden, if you have that luxury, do it as well. I won't need to read this, innit?
Bro, man, I'll read this after we record, bro.
No, it doesn't just that.
Grounding is also called earthing. Is a therapeutic technique that involves doing activities that ground or electrically reconnect you to earth. This practice relies on earthing science, grounding physics to explain how electrical charges from the earth have positive effects on your body.
That's what I was doing, and I felt great.
Bro, you were under the influence.
Look at this rat.
You were under.
Look at this rodent.
No, but that wasn't the only effect in your body. You were under the influence.
Oh no, 1,000. But I'm
exactly. So that could have just been that could have been the euphoria of just being.
No, it just felt very comfy. That was it. It just felt really comfy.
Bro, nice. It was just because you're waved, bro.
But anyway, so
that's your perspective.
Yeah,
being on holiday.
My perspective is I want to do it more. I should be. Okay, I can put it into one concise two-liner. I should be working to live. I shouldn't be living to work.
I agree with that. Yeah,
and I'll end it on that.
100%.
That means you agree with everything.
No, I don't. I don't agree with everything you say. I definitely agree with. You need them. You need them periods. I think you probably need that. Like, not saying a big holiday, but I say you need like a good break, like 3 times a year.
What was your takeaway from Morocco?
My takeaway.
What's your perspective? Probably sitting there thinking about all the cheese you're missing out on, you rat.
My biggest takeaway.
Or just it doesn't have to be profound. It can just be like how do you feel Morocco was? Do you get what I'm saying? What did it do for you?
I think it just.
Nah, that food was banging, man.
I think it helped me reconnect to my friends again, and I think it gave me.
Yeah, that was fun.
It gave me a chance to recharge. It just gave me a chance to recharge and go again.
I like it didn't make like you didn't deep how tired you were.
Yeah, I didn't deep how tired I was. Yeah,
bro.
It just gave me a chance to recharge, go again. I think always having a break and going on holiday always puts life into perspective for you. And whether that's just while you're on holiday, whether that's like a week after holiday, or whether that changes your perspective like entirely, but it definitely puts like a bit of life into perspective for you for like what's important, like what's not important. And it's just a case of if you want to take that perspective into long term, or just be like, all right, cool, it was nice for the moment, but now I'm back to the hustle and bustle. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Indirect. Man said niggas like me are stuck in that.
Nah.
You're back making cheddar coins.
Nah, not even that. But nah, it was nice. It's always nice to reconnect with the man. It was a nice holiday.
No, it was banging. I can't lie. It was actually banging. But it felt like even though we hadn't seen each other in ages, it felt like we hadn't not seen each other in ages.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I just think that's down to the sort of person you are, because I feel as if with friendships there's like two sort of people. There's the person
low maintenance and high maintenance.
Yeah, there's low maintenance and high maintenance, and I feel as if like
everyone's low maintenance.
Yeah, with guys in general, and especially like people in our friendship group, we're really low maintenance. Like we can go like 3, 4, 5 months without like seeing each other
and still be calm.
Like we'll be talking in GC and that, but like once we see each other, it's like.
But at the same time,
like yesterday.
Maybe that isn't necessarily a complete positive though.
I don't think it is.
There are goods from it, but like maybe it's just somewhere in the middle. Like we're meant to speak more often.
Yeah, I know. We're definitely meant to. Like I'm a low maintenance friend as well, and then some people can take that in a way as if like.
I just clocked something, you know.
What?
You know the other topic that we wanted to speak about.
Go on.
It will help me win this argument that we just had.
Okay, whatever.
It was about so also we're going to talk about the individualism and the paradigm of choice, right?
Yeah.
Places like London, there's too much choice because there's so much stuff going on.
Do you want to skip into it now, or?
Nah, but
so why are you talking then?
Because if I forget,
no, shut up. What? You have to eat it. And
so I have to save it until we.
Yep.
Well, I'm right if we're gone. I'll just wait then. Go on.
Bro, I've actually lost my train of thought.
Yeah,
now.
fuck
Thanks.
you. That
No, thanks. I've lost my train of thought now. Thanks.
I remember what you were saying. You were saying we were talking about how man can go months without talking, and I said, "Is that necessarily positive?"
No, I don't think it is.
And then you were saying how like about speaking more to your friends, and then that's when I interpreted.
Yeah, it's a conscious effort I'm trying to make, because I don't know.
You said that to be fair before.
Yeah, you can be low maintenance, but then you can have a friend that's a bit. Maybe not high maintenance, but high maintenance than you in it. So you got to adjust in it, and that's like problems I've had it with like friendships in the past, in it. So it's just a case of like sometimes with any sort of relationship, whether that's friendship, like romantic relationship, you need to kind of not change who you are, but you need to like kind of be considerate. Do you get what I mean? So it's a hard one, isn't it?
I saw this thing and it said like it was directed more at men in it, but so I'll say it for that. But it was like how men should meet once a week to just discuss things that are going on in their lives.
Man, I'm chasing the bag. I ain't got enough time for that.
But then it was speaking about that, because then you're saying you haven't got enough time for that. But then
I was being sarcastic.
No,
but we link once a week for this podcast. So
yeah, but that's you chasing the bag.
Well, nah,
that's why it happens. Because also, how beautiful does the phone look?
Man, shut up, man. He was saying this before.
That's nothing. So from Morocco, when I came back here, I said no. I've been using my iPhone for 1.5 years in this stupid, ugly brick case because I'm scared it will break, even though it looks beautiful. So now I said, you know what? I'm backing it off. I took off the case and now it's just out by itself. And look at it.
It actually does look nicer. It looks more sleek.
And it made me think, what am I saving it for? I bought it to enjoy it.
But when it breaks, you're going to be like, I wish I had a case on, man.
But what about when
I wish I had a case on, man.
Has your phone ever broken in a case?
Never.
Fair enough then. I've had phones that are broken in cases.
How did you throw it out a wall or something?
Nah, it's like I dropped it and stepped on it.
Well, that's okay.
Skidded on it.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
No case is saving that.
But it looks beautiful right now. But
it does look nice.
So from now, I just thought I have to take life by the scruff of the neck. You buy the reason. Okay, deeper. If you bought an iPhone today, yeah, and then if you got the unfortunate diagnosis, you're gonna die tomorrow. Do you think you're buying a what do you call it? A case? Do you think you're buying a screen protector? No. Tomorrow is not promised. Back out your phone today. Let it just be there in its bareback glory, bro. Let it just be there, and you can appreciate it, bro. For the longest time, I thought I had an Android phone. Now I've taken out. Look how beautiful and pristine that shit is, bro.
Do you know what you need? You need something to G-check you to bring you back down to reality.
I need my phone to crack.
You need something to happen to you to bring you back down to reality. Because right now, you're smoking on that Moroccan strain, bro. You're smoking on that Moroccan strain, bro. I swear down.
Alright, now we can naturally segue onto that second bit, yeah. So we were at a friend's birthday, and then one of the conversations that came up were individualism versus the paradigm of choice, yeah. Oh, feelings? Hey, T's going through it.
Yeah, go on.
Should I call you a nurse? Or?
I've been battling from when we started recording.
Should I call her?
Call who?
Your nurse.
Shut up. Go on.
On the plane. Was it the altitude? What happened to it? Was it? What?
It was. I googled it. I googled it after.
Wait,
you know what happened on the way back as well? I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep going there.
You are cyborg.
Bro, I was so pissed off because I was a point, yeah. You were next to me. You were sleeping. Lewis was sleeping. Other than people. Everyone was sleeping. I was just like this.
Was it that bad? Wait. When you Googled it, what did it say?
It's the altitude.
What did it do?
The change in pressure. The change in air pressure can fuck up your feelings.
But wait, is there liquid in the feelings? What's in there?
I don't know. They just said the altitude.
So from now on every plane you go on, you're not sleeping?
Nah, I think it's because I think I fucked up because I got my feelings a week before we flew out, bro. And I even said to my dentist, I'm going on holiday. Like, is it going to be a problem? She's like, it's going to be fine. After I get my feelings now, she's saying to me, oh, they might hurt for the next like 2, 4, 5 weeks. So like, just be prepared. Like, if there's a bit of pain, like, just be prepared. I was like, you could have fucking told me this because I'm going on holiday. I'm going to be fucking drinking alcohol, sipping on fizzy drinks, juice,
vaping, man.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But just all of that sugar numbers just gonna be around my teeth.
Did it hurt?
Bro, there was one day. Oh my god. Did you know that day? There was one day my tooth was killing. Actually, no, you weren't around that day.
I had to take a nap, innit?
That was the day you were. Nah, it was the day you weren't around.
Where was I?
Bro, you like you went gym and then like after gym you were just chilling in our room. Like you just weren't around that day. I can't remember why, but you weren't around that day.
And I hear you because I think there was like 1 or 2 days I was like, okay, cool, go on.
You were just doing my own thing. Yeah, and my tooth was killing. I couldn't drink alcohol for the whole day. And literally, I got home, yeah. I got to our room like before we were gonna go out in the evening, and I was like,
"What were you doing in the evening?" Because then that helped me to remember what day it was.
It
wasn't the club, was it?
Nah, it was the evening we stayed in, and that was the African guy with entertainment.
The first time we came.
Yeah, it was that night. I didn't drink that day. Literally, when I got to my room, banged like 2 paracetamols, and I was like, "Tooth, you better behave because I want to get drunk tonight."
Is this when those people gave us the vodka? That night, innit?
That night.
And then you got yacked off.
That night!
Okay, I don't know about the way there, but on the way back, I can tell you why your face was hurting.
Bro,
yo.
That night!
T got wrecked. I've never... Hey, you nearly died, you know?
I was...
When I actually beat that...
I could have died.
I would have thought... It would have been my fault as well.
Actually, like the day after, I looked at where I dropped it, and I actually,
so close to
I actually thank God because it could have ended a different way, bro.
If that happened, you know, everyone would have been like, "Bro, fam, what, this is like you're in a wheelchair. It's my fault. It would have been my fault."
My parents are getting OT, fam.
That'd be the only time they know I'm Ethiopian because they're angry. Nah.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, nah.
God, you're saying.
Yes, it was like individualism and the paradigm of choice. What were you all talking about? Because this is you man's conversation that I came into. So what was being said before that? Then I'll give my 2 pence.
We were talking about how like just now.
Girls always have good topics, I can't lie.
Nah, man.
But it's because they talk all the time.
Do you know why girls only have good topics? Because they talk about two things.
No, but
they
bro,
talk about one, relationships, and two, why men ain't shit. And those two topics will always trigger. Like, what makes a good conversation is having a debate and having like two sides that are highly opinionated. And the only way you can really do that is if like you talk about something that's like gender based. So there's always going to be a male side and a female side, and they're always going to be opposing each other. And the one way to bring that is talk about relationships and why men ain't shit. And that's why women are great at conversations, because that's what they talk about.
But then deep it, us man. See, like I clocked on the night. You know how like we kind of separate into two different groups, and what, you know, I was clocking. Girls think we speak about the same thing because we do. All we speak about are what a man should do.
No, because
I chimed out for 2 hours, bro. I came back. It's the same combo.
No,
repackaged why the man should provide. Why this and that. It's the, and I was talking to these two about random stuff, and I went back and I said,
no.
Thank God I'm wearing that combo, because it's the same spiel again and again and again.
No, it's because we were talking about something in particular. About that one.
Whenever girls and guys mix, that's always at the top of a man, at the forefront of his mind is, okay.
No, because they want to test you, bro.
How can I fit into this conversation that I'm a provider?
No.
There's a certain way things are meant to be, and the way things are. But and don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed some of the combos, but every damn combo,
do you know why it is? It's because, as you said, women love to test a man.
But I feel like you man brought it up.
Nah. We did it. I'll tell you off air, but we did it.
Off air.
I remember. Off air,
no,
but we did it.
Do you know, okay, I'll say this, yeah. The way you can, so if now I'm basically jumping in between the two. So
now you're trying to be a dickhead. Now you're trying to make us sound like we're the bad that we were pushing it where we weren't.
No. So now now I'm jumping back into the male point of view. I would say all roads lead to that same one, because any conversation you have, someone isn't doing this, someone isn't doing that, it always relates back to some form of, is as the man or as the woman, are they doing the right thing for their personal situation? There's no standard.
There is no standard, because everyone has their own personal opinion, and that's why people argue on it, because you think your personal opinion is the way everyone should be thinking.
Exactly. But what we're not going to do is fall into the trap of having that same conversation again. It was about individualism and the paradigm of choice.
No, but that conversation is always, I like those sort of conversations because it's nice to get different people's perspective on things. Because like me and you, we can talk about that situation. We're both men, but we
disagree a lot though.
We have different perspectives on it, so it's nice to actually learn different people's perspectives, because sometimes I can have a conversation about someone about something like that, and I might not agree with you at first, but when you explain your perspective, I'm like, I hear it.
Have you noticed that in our group here, for example, if I use our group, like, it will usually be,
Don't name drop.
No, I won't. So you and like the majority will have a certain opinion, and it'll usually be me that's like,
yeah, because you simp though. You simp for pussy, and that's fine.
No,
if that's the angle you want to be on, that is fine.
Deep it,
that is no. That is fine.
But do you know why that's wrong?
Go simp a bit more.
It's a group full of men. It's a group, and I bet you know they'll say this.
This nigga will eat ass and eat groceries and eat pussy,
no,
man.
They're not. But it's the fact that, see, look, someone like this will have that reaction. But there's bare times I've made a point and then I've won people over. You need to have that dichotomy, that difference. Because
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? And it's mad you're saying it, because bare times I've made a point, people be like, no, you're bugging. And I'll keep reinforcing, they're like, oh no, look, okay, I can kind of see where you're coming from. But if I was just another standard run-of-the-mill rap.
Okay, now you're doing it. Now you're doing it.
No, okay, but if I had the exact same viewpoint, and I very much could have, yeah, what would the conversation just be? Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I agree, bro. I said at the beginning, a good conversation needs to have people that are opposed. Yeah.
So, calm. What do you think individualism is, and then what do you think about the paradigm of choices, and how do they intertwine? How are they connected?
Individualism is just being yourself, being comfortable by yourself.
But doesn't that mean making your own choices?
Making your own choices, not following the crowd, leading yourself, not being led, making your own decisions, thinking for yourself.
But you think, okay, just to highlight what you just said, so to be yourself, do you think, so if you had to create an environment where the aim is to make someone be the most themselves, yeah, would you put in loads of choices or minimal choices?
I would say you have to put in loads of choices.
Well,
because if you put in minimum choices, let's say if you have 5 choices, out of all those 5 choices, you might not want to take those 5 routes, but you're gonna have to take one because it's one of the 5. Whereas if you were to have 20, there's a better likelihood that out of the 20, there's gonna be something that is like aligns towards the way you want to move.
Okay,
so you know what I'm trying to say?
I do get what you're saying. So now, using your example of 5, let's say there's 5, yeah, and then there is one that you pick, the one that you like, and then someone randomly introduces the 6th. What do you think happens? Do you now start to doubt your choice?
Yeah.
Because there's a 6th.
Yeah.
So what happens when you have 20? Do you get what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with self-doubt. Self-doubt is actually healthy, I think. But self-doubt is healthy, but it's a thing where it's like, I think the more choices the more choices you have, the better. But there does reach a point where you can have too many choices and that overwhelms you.
Okay. You can have too many choices and that overwhelms you. So what I felt like my point was before is somewhere like London, overwhelming. Those sort of hubs, places that are hubs in the world, they're just overwhelming because you have just too many choices, too many things you can do.
Yeah.
I feel like getting away, it lessens your choices, and then you can have more you time because you're not spending bare time just being paralyzed by having to analyze all the different choices. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't know. So okay, let's say, do you think?
But then what if those choices that are in that place aren't choices that you want to do, but you have to pick one of them because you're limited to what you have?
But I feel like you only know that you don't want something because you've experienced something else before. Do you get what I'm saying? Which is another issue with having too many choices. Because you've had too many choices before, when someone now brings you 5, you can say, I don't want any of these 5 because I've had something else that I like more. Do you get what I'm saying?
But there's nothing wrong with that. If you know what you like, why if you know, I'm not saying, if you know what you like, why try something different? I know that sounds closed-minded, but at the same time, if you know what you like, you don't have to change it. And if you know what you like and it works for you,
but if that's the case, that's more a point for having less choices. If you know what you like, why do I need more? Rather than having 20, 30, 40, 100 choices. Do you get what I'm saying? That point of view sounds more like someone has just 5 choices. They find one of those 5 and they go, I don't need to see any more. That doesn't sound like a 20 choice world or a 30 choice world. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like oh shit, I had a good point, but it's gone. Damn. See, too many choices. In that moment, in that split second, too many choices, and I lost myself because I had too many choices.
What was the point that you were gonna make when I interjected?
Do you remember any of it or no?
Nope, because I cut you off. My bad.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say.
Go on.
I think I said this. I might have said this today or before. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
Go on.
So like, an example of that is Insta. Yeah.
I'm taking these off my head a bit.
You could feel good. You could feel calm with your life, wherever you feel like, yes, I've done enough. You now see another choice of something to see, and now you're like, damn, I haven't got that. I haven't got that car. I'm not living that life. Now that comparison has taken away the joy you just had, and I feel like that's what more choices does.
But then I think that's when self-discipline comes into play and individualism comes into play.
Oh, do you know what it's like?
Because it's
wait. Do you know what it's like? So would you say every choice that you have is a thought? Any choice that you have is a thought, which grows its own branches and then eventually becomes the choice that you pick.
Yeah, but you can have an impulsive choice.
No.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think that exists.
I think you can have an impulsive choice.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. Because I feel like, okay, it depends how you mean impulsive. Impulsive means in this moment you've chosen to do that. But then this is when this goes back to our free will conversation. Did you really make that decision right now, or has it been brewing for ages and you just needed a moment to pop up?
What about, say, for example, like when someone cheats?
I just thought of something.
When someone cheats, isn't that just impulsive?
No, I don't think it is, you know. I think it's because it's one of two things. It's either been coming for a long time because of the relationship, or it's been coming from a long time because it was in that person to cheat. And it just came up at that moment. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so my whole thing was this year. Can we, before I proceed, can we liken choices to thoughts? Because if you have more choices, you have more thoughts. Less choices, less thoughts, less things to think about. Yeah?
Would you call a choice of thought? Yeah, it is. Yeah, go on.
Cool. So, what person do you think has more chance of finding themselves or just having a more peaceful life? Someone with many thoughts or someone with few thoughts?
Probably someone with many thoughts.
I disagree, because I feel like all this mindfulness, what do they keep trying to get you to do?
All this what, sorry?
Mindfulness stuff and all this. They're always trying to get you to reduce the amount of thoughts you have.
Yeah.
Reduce the noise. I feel like more thoughts, more choices, it's just noise.
Yeah, but then
it's noise that distracts you.
It depends how you define noise, because you could have 100 bad thoughts, or you could have 20 good thoughts and then 80 bad thoughts. But then surely having those 100 good thoughts is better than having the 20 good ones and 80 bad ones. Even though it's a lot of choices.
I'm not even talking about good or bad. I'm saying, imagine you're driving your windshield, yeah?
You're driving your windshield.
Driving and you see what you're
That's a howler. That's a howler.
So imagine you're driving and on your windshield there are raindrops in it. Each raindrop's a thought. Yeah. So I'm not in this moment of time, I'm not talking about good or bad thoughts. I'm trying to get through just the effect of having a lot of thoughts to minimum thoughts, yeah? Now on that windshield, when there's 100 drops compared to one, how is your vision? That's the angle I'm coming on. I think it confuses stuff. Now you have to look harder through different bits.
No, I don't agree with that.
No, because I feel like, bro,
I don't agree with that.
I feel like having more thoughts, it just makes things fuzzier. It's harder to do stuff. You're saying 100 good thoughts, yeah? As in, like, okay, every thought is encouraging and motivational, inspirational, whatever. But even in that case, bro, having that many thoughts, I think it'll burn someone out.
No, because I'm not saying those 100 thoughts are running through your head at the same time. There could be times where you're just thinking about 10 thoughts and you've parked 90 to the back of your head.
And okay, and is that a moment of clarity?
Yeah. So because you're not thinking about those other 90 thoughts. You zoned in on 10. Think about your life.
In that moment, you have less thoughts. Yeah. In that moment, you have less thoughts.
You still have the same amount, but you're just focusing on more than others.
No, but deeper.
It's like how your brain works. Right now, you're thinking about the podcast. Right now, you're thinking about what we're talking about now. But at the back of your brain, even though it's not at your forefront, you're still thinking about work. You're still thinking about other stuff that's going on in your personal life. Those are still thoughts, but they're not present at the forefront of your head right now. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So those thoughts aren't blurring your ability to perform on this podcast right now.
But but we could even, that in itself is even a talking point in itself. Because, okay, bro, you're saying, if I came to the pod and before we started, I had 1,000 things on my mind.
Yeah.
So many things. And then we came and recorded. And now I'm focusing. There's no way to tell if my performance now would have been the exact same if I had just 10 thoughts, chilled, blissed, feeling calm. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, I feel like, okay, you're right. Yes, I'm focusing right now. But I feel like, put it this way, all of your best moments, all of the moments that have come where you felt the most toy, I guarantee the moments of clarity, when you had these moments of realizations, they're moments where you were able to get away for some reason and have less thoughts.
But them thoughts are still at the back of your head.
But then it's the
whilst you were on holiday, you weren't thinking about work, but it was still in your brain, but just very at the back.
Repressed,
and you were still having, when you were having your utopia, euphoria moment, them work thoughts were still at your head, but they just weren't. But they just weren't there.
But my point is, like, when we were saying this before, the aim for me anyway is to just lessen them as the course of my life goes on.
Do you want to be a vegetable? Do you want to be a vegetable or what?
Not a single.
A nigga don't want to work, bro.
No, but it's just
just want to be a housewife.
Nah, as I go up, I want to be more delegating, and like I want to be sitting down having conversations rather than having to do like bare little things in front of me. I want to eventually move up, and it's just more like, okay, I'm sitting in this room for an hour, and that's what my time means. Do you get what I'm saying? We're gonna discuss whatever, and that's it. When I leave, I don't have to think about it that much. That's what I want personally. I don't mind doing this hubbub now, working bare hours, this and that, whatever. But eventually, I just want to be able. I want to eventually just get paid for what I'm saying, not for what I'm doing. Okay, that's what I like. Yeah, that's it. I want to get paid for what I'm saying, not what I'm doing.
I think you're saying what everyone wants, bro.
Not everyone wants that.
Nah, bro, everyone wants a soft life, a stress-free life, bro.
No, what I said isn't a soft life.
That is a soft, stress-free life, bro.
No.
You're at the top, bro. You're delegating.
And at the top.
You're getting workers to work.
And if anything, at the top, now you've got, instead of having those minuscule issues about my little piece of work, now it's the whole system I have to think about sometimes.
But isn't that more thoughts? That is more thoughts. The higher you go, the more thoughts you're gonna have.
That's true.
They're just gonna be different sort of thoughts.
But the work won't be as draining.
It will be.
It'll be tiring.
It will be because you're managing more.
It'll be tiring.
Managing's more harder.
But I feel like I personally would like that more.
But it's still more thoughts.
That's true.
I hope you know that. It's still more thoughts.
If I get that,
it's still more thoughts.
Stop.
So do you really want that? Because you said you want less thoughts.
You know what? Maybe I'm biased because I've had bouts where if we look at statistically,
drop numbers then. Drop numbers then.
As in like,
Donny's making up 52.1% right now.
0.5. But no.
Hello.
No, but like, I'm saying more. When I look at times where I was actively trying to lessen the amount of thoughts I had, it was a much smoother ride. Much smoother ride. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can only compare T right now to the T of last year. But if the T of last year was doing most of the same stuff, there's not much to compare to. Do you get what I'm saying?
But sometimes I think having a lot of thoughts is good, man. Keeps your brain stimulated.
But there's also the propensity of overstimulation.
Yeah, you just gotta have that balance.
That's hard though.
Yeah, it is.
And it's hard for you to even in a moment be able to ascertain if you're overstimulated or not. Because you might be overstimulated thinking, no, this is stimulation.
Nah, you'll know.
Bro, I don't know.
You'll know. You just listen to your body, bro. You'll know. You'll know when you're getting overworked.
If that's the case, then
you'll know.
So many issues wouldn't exist. Because with your advice, they can just be like, you should know. You should know.
No, but a lot.
What's the point of a therapist?
No, but people know when they're being overworked, but the environment that they're in is not allowing them to have that rest period. So they know they're fucked. They know they're in the trenches, but they know they can't get out of the trenches because wherever they are in life, whether that's job, whether that's personal life, you can't just check out. You can't check out. That's your life. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And they feel as if they can't check out. So there's nothing that they can do to get out of that.
But I think because they can't check out for a lot of them, because they know on a deeper level they can't check out, they don't even allow that thought to come to the surface of checking out. That's my point. So a lot of them will just be like, why am I feeling so sad? Why am I feeling so down? What's going on? Then they go see a specialist and they go, well, you're working all these hours. You go home, you're doing this, you're caring for this and that. Where's the you time? And then they're like, oh, you're so right. Because they weren't even allowed to have that thought come up.
Nah, I think people know. Because
they'll be a dead worker.
I think people know. They're just in a position where they can't check out.
I hear that.
They just know.
So wait, so to round off here, more thoughts. So we're talking about paradigm of choice. More choices or less choices for someone to be a better individual. Give us like a closer for that.
I think you need a lot of choices, just not an excessive amount.
I think you need a lot of choices, but you need to know how to prune your choices or how to lower down your choices, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's the hard bit, innit?
Yeah.
Also, speaking of choices, paradigm of choice. R.I.P. the Queen, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. the Queen.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's sad.
Yeah.
And I'm not even bantering.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. I think it's a generational thing, innit?
Do you care?
Nah. That's what it's a generation / like culture thing. This isn't really my culture.
I'll tell you what though.
Because there's a lot of like, and fair enough, there's a lot of like English people and like white people just crying their eyes out, which is fair enough.
How did your parents feel?
Like my mum used to at work when it broke here. She was like how there's like half of the people just crying bears and the other half not. And the half that were crying were staring at them like,
wow, you crying. Did you see the guy on Talks?
It's a different experience.
Did you see the guy on Talksport that said, he found out and then like his Chinese takeaway came like 20 minutes after and he felt it was disrespectful to eat the Chinese takeaway, so he said like he didn't eat it or threw it away or something.
Wait, what? He went on a 1 hour fast. That is jokes.
Bro, I remember I was working from home and they were saying stories about how like her family are coming to like,
that place, and it was everyone.
That's when I knew she was gone because they don't call the family unless it's like,
especially Harry and Meghan.
Yeah, they're like, she's on her deathbed. Come so you can say like goodbye to her, sort of a thing, innit? That's when I knew she was gone. When she was gone,
I would love to have heard what she said to Meghan.
Actually,
no, you don't.
I remember I was finishing up with work because it was around 5ish, 6ish when it dropped. All I heard in my house was, Jesus!
Yeah, that.
My mum said, Jesus! I said, yeah, she's dead. I said, yeah, she's dead. My mum said, yeah, the queen is dead.
Is your mum not into it?
Yeah, my mum likes the royals, innit? But then I think that's like, I was having this discussion with my mum, innit? And my sister's boyfriend, because it was my sister's birthday, innit? So we were just talking, innit? So I was having a discussion that I feel as if like our parents' generation had been brainwashed into like loving the royal family. But then, but no. But when
it was one person.
No, I don't think it was even Diana.
I think it was Diana.
No, I think it was because bro, you need to think about it like this, yeah. When I was chatting to my mum, I was like, I can see why you man think like this, deep like this, yeah. Their generation, yeah, came from like Africa, Caribbean. They came from their countries.
They swam over.
I'm not saying that, but they came over from like whatever
place they were at.
Whatever situation that they had, whether it was a bad situation or okay situation, to come into like the UK for like a better
opportunity.
Well, they were sold a better opportunity, a better life. So like, it's like, think about it like this: they've come over to like the UK, like they've gotten a job, they've come to like a country that's supposed to be like better, free healthcare, and it's like they were told that it was like, yeah, you're coming here, this is the dreamland, and it's like you kind of associate like. You kind of see it as like, oh my God, like the queen has kind of like given this to me sort of thing. So I feel as if like psychologically they love the royal family because it's like they feel as if they're indebted to her, which I don't think that's the case, but that's how it was sold to them. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Does your dad feel the same way or just your mom?
Nah, my dad don't really care. My dad was like, it's actually upsetting that they died. We even prayed.
That's nice. I can't lie, I just feel like she was 96.
It was her time.
She lived a long life.
She lived a good life. She lived a good life.
I do think though, if let's say Diana didn't die, and she stayed in power, I think more people would have been tapped into the royal family. That's from the younger gen. Yeah. Because I feel like for a lot of people, now you know how you can't move for any channel without seeing a documentary now. Yeah,
of the Queen.
So I've watched.
I've just been on Netflix, cuz I can't lie.
Hey man, I'm not trying to see any of it.
I just been on Netflix, cuz
in my blood.
No, not even that. I'm just like, bro, like I don't.
Some of them are interesting though, because the way I see it is, bro. Regardless, she lived a remarkable life. She was the Queen.
She did.
So then I was just watching bare things like and you know what? I can't lie. You see on Twitter, Banner were making bare jokes, which is. Fair.
I'm not really for that. Me personally, I'm not for that.
But then someone made the point. People have been making fun of the royals for hundreds of years. It's nothing new now.
But there's a difference between making jokes and then death jokes. I don't really fuck with death jokes personally, because when that happens to your family, you don't like if people are making jokes. Because people like this, at the end of the day, someone has lost.
They lost their mum, and they lost
someone has lost their mum. Someone has lost like their grandma. Someone has lost like their great grandma. Like if you deep it, like that family has lost like Harry, for example. He's lost his granddad and his grandma in like 1.5 years, bro. That's mad.
And
bro.
His mum. And at the last act.
Yeah, bro, when you deep that, bro. And them ones there, they can't grieve in private, bro. They have to grieve in public and smiling and hugging people. Bro, do you know how much that'll piss me off, bro?
Did you see, I
have to grieve in public. Oh, now I'll lose. Bro, I'll end up punching just a civvy, bro.
It'll be like AJ after the loss.
Hey, G14.
You know, you hear what?
Hey, where's my cousin Benga?
He walked away and then someone in the crowd said something and he turned around.
He said, fuck that, bro.
That's how I'll be moving.
Yeah, bro, like I have a bit of sympathy for them because at the end of the day, you have lost a loved one, bro. Like, you've lost a loved one.
It's deep, bro.
And you can't grieve in public, bro.
Did you see on Twitter, like, people, you know, the coronation for the king?
Yeah.
They were like,
MPs in that.
If you look in here, that, by the way, that's my cargoes. Making bare noise. You can't walk around
put in the thingies, see if you can hear it.
You can hear it, yeah. So if you heard that front of it, that's my cargoes. Let's say. So did you see on Twitter, they were like, they snipped a little video of the coronation and it was like, is his name Charles, isn't it?
The one that's king now?
Yeah. I think it's Charles.
Yeah, it's Charles.
He was like, get this away. And they were like, oh, I can't believe the next king has this type of disdain for like his workers.
People are just talking.
I said, shut the fuck up. Like, bro,
shit, man.
First off, that's their job.
Yeah.
Second of all,
I'm not going man said, acolytes.
No, but
clean my shit now.
No, but it's
now. If I send you to the dungeon.
No, one, that's their job. Two, it's his coronation. 3, there's cameras everywhere. He wants something out of the shot. Like, is he meant to be like, oh, sorry, can you? No, he has to be like.
Nah, the way he did it was cheeky. He just said,
move it.
He just did.
Move it, yeah. Like,
He didn't, no, but he did. Man, he didn't even look like he was saying, "Oh, please, can you just said."
no, because bro, one, he's stressed. Two, his mum just died. Like, bro, it was when I saw that, I just thought, oh man, there's a bunch of men on Twitter that actually have no empathy, but they want to make it seem like they have bare empathy. Do you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, how can someone tell that person to move their hands without saying anything? Okay, how can you expect a guy to be acting bare normal when his mum has just died and a man's becoming the king?
I don't think it's that.
What the fuck you man talking about?
Nah, I think that's a bit of a reach, bro.
I don't think so.
I think even if you're grieving, that doesn't. Me personally, yeah, I think.
Yeah, but you're more irritable.
No, but I feel.
Are you not more irritable?
No. Don't get me wrong. I can't control how someone acts towards grief, but that doesn't give you the license to be a dickhead to other people.
No, but I'm saying
it doesn't give you the license to be a cunt.
Does it make you more irritable?
It does, but it doesn't. But the server did nothing to make him irritable. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's not like the server was like being lackadaisical.
What's the name? Server, yeah?
Yeah.
So serve.
Nah. I don't agree with that. Like, you can be grieving, but you don't have to be a cunt, bro.
Bro, how is he being a cunt, man? Just going, move it. Because there's all
the way he did it was cheeky. The way he did
bro,
it
there was you know, it's like
the way he did it was cheeky.
You know, it's like
it was like, come, move this.
No, but you aren't deep in. Like, it's not just them two. They were basically doing a live show. They were doing a live broadcast.
Okay.
So it's like, bro, imagine if EastEnders were live, yeah? You know when they do those rare live episodes?
Yeah.
And someone's left something on the camera. Do you think they're going, can you please move it? They're like, get it. They're doing the exact same thing. That's why it's jarring me. The stakes are different. The stakes are different.
Me personally, the only reason why I thought people were wild is because I'm like, at the end of the day, like, man's a royal, so he's been accustomed to this lifestyle his whole life. So it's like,
he's bougie in that.
Yeah, you can't expect someone to act like a working class citizen when they're not a working class citizen.
I agree with that as well.
They're like, that's just how I see it, innit? But yeah, like, I don't know, when someone's grieving, it's like, you can't really control how someone acts, but that don't give you the license to just be a dick to.
I don't think he was a dick though.
I don't know. I just found it a bit cheeky. But then maybe that's my mindset of I'm not a royal, so I don't know what it's like.
No, but not even that.
I don't have that entitlement,
bro. I just feel like I don't know. But I was seeing bare like tweets and that, and I was like, oh, shut up. Some of the tweets were mad. Some of the tweets.
I don't really fuck with death jokes. Me personally, I don't fuck with death jokes. I don't fuck with death jokes.
We've got a bank holiday next Monday though.
Sweet.
But R.I.P. though.
Yeah, but we get another one when he gets officially coronated.
Sweet.
But yeah.
Do you want to round up?
Yeah, man, let's round it up, man.
So we're back now. First episode post Morocco.
Yeah, hopefully you turn up next week.
Hopefully it'll be. Hopefully I'll turn up next week. As in, hopefully I'm on time next week.
No, you turn it up. Because before we were going to record before Morocco, you just said, oh, bro, I can't do this week.
But today I turn up early.
Okay, well done. I turned up on time. You turned up early, I turned up on time.
This guy is such bad vibes, man.
No, you turned up early, I turned up on time. I didn't turn up late, I turned up on time.
Such bad vibes, man. I'm here.
Oh, I'm bad vibes for picking you up.
I'm here like...
Picking you up, so you don't have to walk all that way. Okay, why didn't you?
Because I thought you were coming sooner.
Why didn't you?
When you said wait at that spot, yeah.
What did you say in the chat? Don't make me get up the messages.
I said calm. But the time it took you to come, I could have just walked there.
You said you can even take your time.
I said chill, yeah.
Yeah, you said it's calm. So why you trying to act big now and say, you're late? Man, shut up, man.
It's just like me said, bro, take your time.
Dickhead, man.
Yeah, but that was a joke though, because after I said it's to get me back for being late. Do you remember?
Yeah. But what time? But like, from what incident? Because there's been so many incidents when you've been late.
Round off, man.
No. You're the one that said it.
This guy is jarring. Go on.
Thank you. But yeah, man, it's been a nice one. It's been a steady one.
I said thank you.
Gender the Facts Season 2, Episode 21. It's been a great one.
Yeah.
Hour and a bit of just shits and giggles, man. But yeah, man, it's been your boy T.
It's been your boy F.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Gender the Facts Pod. All of that. Instagram, Gender the Facts Pod. YouTube, Gender the Facts Podcast. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe in a bit. See you next week.